Hi there, this is Joe from SquareXO, and this is SquareXO episode 33. I'm joined by Dan.
Hello.
Rebecca.
Hey everyone.
And Nicole.
Hello.
And yeah, we're all back. So, let's get started. Don't forget to follow us on twitter.com/square_XO. We're on twitch.tv/SquareXO, and we're streaming quite a bit now, I think, so that's good. We're also on squarexo.co.uk, and you can follow us on iTunes and Podbean. If you do follow us on iTunes, then please remember to leave a review, because that's crucial. I think we've got 9 reviews now, is that right? Last time I looked. 9 5-star reviews, so that's not bad. We'll be in the charts before we know it. And we're on patreon.com as well, /SquareXO. So yeah, all those things. If I missed anything, youtube.com/JohannesonWater. That's where you can listen if you're on YouTube and you prefer to listen that way. And that's everything. There's quite a lot to remember there, so most of the time I remember it, but hey, do my best. Right, good. That's all that out the way. You always have to say it. I try and say it as quickly as I can, so I don't have to go on for too long about that sort of thing.
No, people know.
Yeah,
hopefully. We've been going 33 episodes now. People should know.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you have new listeners, it's good to let them know, isn't it, where we are, so they can
welcome along
us.
If you're new. Hello.
Yes, hello new people. Right, is this the right? Right, I don't have a lot of gaming news this week, I'm afraid. It doesn't seem to be too much.
A bit quiet.
Yeah, but we'll soldier through it. So let's get on with it. Right, time for the gaming news. Gran Turismo's getting its own limited edition PS4. Don't know who saw it. It's a sort of black PS4 with silver on top and the logo.
Yeah.
I think it's quite nice, actually, as far as limited edition consoles go. It's not a bad one. I've seen worse from Sony, so I think it's quite a nice looking one. What do you think, Dan? What's your design?
It's okay. It's a bit boring, isn't it? It doesn't really say much about Gran Turismo, but it do.
Yeah, shiny. It's got a logo on it. What are cars? They're shiny with a logo on. So yeah.
Well, depends what car you got. My car's not shiny.
Mine is.
Most cars are most people buy shiny cars. I prefer a matte black car personally, but hey.
Yeah.
Same.
But that's
there you go.
I'm
Tick
Batman.
that box.
I'm Batman. That's why.
Anyway. Yeah. No. At least they are making a big deal about Gran Turismo, because it's not long away. It's not far away till it releases, and I think that there's quite. Sorry, my words aren't coming out very well. I haven't spoken for like days. With my wife being away, I've not had to speak to anyone, so my words aren't coming out.
You've forgotten how to speak.
Yeah, exactly. So forgive me. What I was saying was, there's not really been much fanfare about GT yet, and it's not far off it being released. So I want to see some more hype and some more videos. So maybe this console is the start of that ball.
I'm not really a fan of that game, or Forza for that matter. I don't really like either. I like Forza Horizon, because that's more a sort of arcadey take on Forza. So that's kind of what I like, the sort of Project Gotham racing that reminds me of that sort of thing. I love that. But Gran Turismo, not really. I prefer Drive Club, I think, more arcadey.
I was going to ask what you thought of Drive Club, because that was kind of a middle ground. It was quite simulation, but arcadey at the same time.
Yeah, I quite like that, but it's still a bit too simulation for me. I did like it though. I did think it was okay, but I'd say I'd take Dirt 4 over them, just because it's more sort of arcadey, and Sega Rally, things like that. Project Gotham Racing. What was the other one I said? Forza Horizon. Oh yeah, Forza Horizon's brilliant series. So yeah.
I think they might make the new GT a bit more accessible though. I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of people that now own a PS4, and they don't want to kind of cut their market down to just simulation driving fans. I wouldn't be surprised if they open it up a little bit more to the mainstream, making it a bit more arcadey.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's one I'll personally end up owning, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's why they've given it the GT Sport moniker rather than calling it GT6 or 5, whatever number they're up to. Maybe they are going to distinguish it slightly from its predecessors.
Well, they already released GT6, didn't they? So it would be 7 if it was going to be anything. But I think it's a bit too soon for 7, so that's kind of the one in between, probably. Yeah. We won't see GT7 till PS5, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn got an easy mode option. I thought I was already playing it in easy, but obviously not.
Did it not come with an easy mode to start with?
Yeah, so the new story difficulty setting boosts your damage while reducing enemy damage considerably. So there we go.
Do you think that's based on user feedback?
Yeah, maybe some people were finding it a bit tough, which is fair enough if they were. Then I guess they just wanted to make it a bit easier. So yeah, I've not got a problem with that. Sometimes I think to myself, I could do a game that's a bit easier.
Again, though, that lends itself to the same accessibility thing that I was just talking about with GT, making Horizon a bit more accessible to people that aren't hardened gamers. Probably means
newbies.
Sell more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, that's my Sony news. Really, there wasn't much, but Microsoft and PlayerUnknown have been dancing around the thorny issue of Battlegrounds console exclusivity. I'm not really that bothered about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's not something I think really looks like an amazing game.
I'm really excited for it.
But
it
seems, it seems it's gone mad on PC. I mean, I think it surpassed Dota or something. It's way past something in terms of popularity and users.
It just looks fun to play with like a group of people.
A massive
so
group
I'm really
of people.
intrigued by it. Yeah,
it's like
really
the Hunger Games, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
So is it a bit like, I don't know if you remember it, MAG on the PlayStation 3, was that where it was like 120 players or something?
Yeah, the idea is I think they put 100 players into a big area and then you just have to be the last player standing.
I loved that game.
And stuff. Like,
that MAG on PS3 was a cracking shooter. I loved that. I thought it was really good. Not enough people played it. Oh, it was really good. It was a Sony exclusive. Can't remember who made it. I think it's the same people that make SOCOM or something.
Oh, I see.
But it was really good. So it was. I really liked it. But oh well, what do I know? Not that many people played it. But I never really played that many shooters, so that one stuck out for me. Maybe because I was alright at it or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know about this Battlegrounds, but it'll probably come to PlayStation 4 anyway, because
I
I doubt
imagine
they're going to dodge.
Yeah, I can't imagine why not.
I think the reason they're not talking about it now is because they're working on the PC version, and Microsoft's basically sent a team over to work on the Xbox version so that they can get it on their console. I don't think Sony's done that, so if it is going to come to PlayStation, it'll probably be some time down the line, but no sounds of things. EA has said it sees no reason why it shouldn't come back to Mass Effect in the future, so it's not writing the series off after all. It's saying, well, we might come back later at some point.
Let's just leave the door open for that possibility in the future.
It sounds to me like BioWare's probably on its next sort of back to Dragon Age, I would think.
Yes, please.
For now.
Please.
They haven't said that obviously, but it seems the next sort of step to me. That's kind of the two series they go for, unless they're going to do something completely new, of course.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Who's that Anthem by?
Oh, good question.
Was it not EA?
Oh, yeah, it's EA, but
it wasn't a dual thing with Microsoft and EA.
No, because it's coming to PlayStation as well. It's a multi-platform game. Isn't that? Yeah.
BioWare.
That just made me think there. Isn't that by them, BioWare?
Yeah.
So maybe they're not working Dragon Age in. Maybe it's this Anthem, which is basically, what is it? Basically Destiny, is it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It does look pretty
good.
good.
That's what it looked like when I saw the trailer for it. I thought, isn't that just Destiny?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Not being a fan of the genre or that kind of game, it just looked the same to me. Like they just copy and pasted it into another system.
Yeah, see, because Microsoft sort of, when they done their conference and they showed that Anthem, that's, okay, I'll moan about them in a minute, but that's the sort of thing that made you think, oh, is it a Microsoft game? But it's not. It's by BioWare and EA.
It made me think of something a bit different, like a kind of third-person version of like Crisis. That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Okay, that just got a bit boring to me, but everybody's gone, oh, look at the pretty graphics, and I'm going, oh god, it looks so generic and boring. But oh well.
I sort of feel like that about stuff like that. I'm probably not too interested in it either.
Nah, we'll see. Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to Switch, and so is Batman, so Switch owners have got to get Telltale games, so yay. Seems
cool.
quite suited to the Switch, those type of games, because they're not exactly very taxing to play.
Well, no, it's just choice, isn't it? Just choice-based games.
So it's quite a cool style game, although I think I'd stick to PlayStation for those just because they're so easy to get the platinum.
Yeah, that's very true.
I wonder if they utilised the touchscreen on the Switch. You'd think they would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But when it's so easy to get the platinum, I mean, I don't go for trophies, you know that, but when I can get a platinum, I will, if it's that easy.
If
then
you
why
just
not?
play the game and you get the platinum, then yeah.
Quite
You
like
don't have
that.
to think about it at all, do you?
Nah, so I quite like that. I can just not worry about trophies and just play the game and get the trophy. That suits me.
Yeah.
Quite happy with that. Mario and Rabbids, I can't believe this. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle reveals Season Pass.
Ugh.
So they're
Oh
going
my
to
God.
release a Season Pass for Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That just sounds like a
That's
joke.
hate that
Ubisoft, isn't it? That's Ubisoft's input,
Yeah.
though, surely.
But it's
Definitely.
a Season Pass for that, really? For that game? I mean, I might give it a wee go, even though I hate Mario and I hate Rabbids, but
But Zelda had a season pass, didn't it? Or was the DLC not part of a season
I
pass?
think it was called the Season Pass. But the
Yeah.
DLC adds 8 bonus weapons to the game, each with their own stats, and a second DLC will arrive, adding a new solo and co-op challenge maps. So you only even get challenge maps. It doesn't even sound worth buying to me. Sounds like a
Yeah.
complete waste of time. But oh well.
People will, though, and they'll continue to do it, won't they? That's the biggest issue.
Yeah, I just think it sounds rubbish.
We should start a rebellion.
Yeah, I agree.
Rubbish. Okay, Nintendo's making a SNES-themed 3DS XL. I don't know if anyone saw that.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
It looks cool, but like the 3DS has been and gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, a 3DS.
Yeah, it's on
They keep
It's-
XLing it, don't they?
I don't know how I feel. I mean, I thought the PlayStation Anniversary console was cool just because it celebrated the 20th anniversary and it kind of had the look of the PlayStation 1. It was a bit nostalgic, which is quite good. But in general, I think they're a bit of a waste of time, these limited edition consoles. Because, I don't know. I just don't think if you were going to use them, for instance, they're a bit tacky, aren't they?
I think my biggest issue with them as a purchaser of consoles on day one is you get all excited for your new generation console. You pre-order it, you go out and buy it, and then a year or 2 years later they release something that is then aimed at a big fan of that console. So
Yeah, you have to buy it all again.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with the anniversary PS4, it was, you already had a PS4, but you had a PS4 because you were a big fan of it, and then they released the anniversary one, and you're like, oh, I've got to buy it again now. Whereas I suppose that plays a little bit into the Microsoft's tact with the Project Scorpio Xbox One, in that you're rewarding the day one buyers rather than kind of penalising them or making them buy it again.
Rewarding them with what, though? A
Well,
black
it's
console
limited
with a bit
edition
of green
console.
writing on it.
Yeah, but it's still a limited edition console, isn't it? It's still something
but it
that...
does look kind of...
Yeah, but
tacky.
regardless of what it looks like and what it is, what I'm saying is these limited edition consoles are aimed at hardcore gamers generally, but the hardcore already have the console. So they're making you buy it twice. So if you reward the hardcore by releasing these first, then the right people are buying them. But-
Yeah.
People just treat them as
It's not-
collectibles, don't they?
Yeah.
See, this Project Scorpio console, which I think's a bit of poor effort, really. What it's just, they've just put a bit of green writing on it. That's sort of done.
Yeah.
It's not really any different other than that. So it's got, I think maybe the top of it's a little bit different or something. The grill on the top, I think that might be different, but And the buttons on the controller's black, I think. So
I don't think that's enough though to like
there's no
go
really
out and buy another one. Do you know what I mean? You already have...
Yeah.
But they're doing it for people that are buying it first, aren't they? They're
No,
not
they're
making
not.
people who have already bought one buy it.
They're doing it. They're doing it so people buy it first. Not they're not
I
going.
see.
They're not going. Oh, let's do something nice for these people. They're doing. let's think of this. Let's think of this idea that will sell our consoles. That's why they're doing it. There's no other reason. They're not doing it because they're
Yeah.
kind-hearted or anything. They're doing it because they want to sell their console. That's the only reason. They're not. It's just a marketing ploy. That's all it is.
It is, but then that's all that a limited edition of anything is.
Yeah.
It's
but
playing
I'm
to
just
the
saying.
fans, isn't it? I'm trying to see the good in it. That's all. I'm playing.
Sticking
good
with
content.
them anyway, because that was the next thing. Microsoft, their games. I don't know if anyone saw their conference. I'm putting that in sort of.
Oh yeah.
No, I heard bad
Quote
things,
marks.
so I didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
Well, it wasn't a conference. Basically, it was just a sort of YouTube show. Basically, with all these exclusive trailers, where all the trailers were as games we already know about. So there was absolutely nothing shown. Possibly apart from Battlegrounds, there was nothing shown to sort of go, right, this is why you need our console day one. There was nothing, not one thing.
Yeah, my Twitter feed was just like packed with like criticism, so I was just like, that's kind of all I really needed was to see that, and there we go, done.
And I mean,
Yeah,
they say it's like, see, this is what annoys me about Microsoft rant time. This is what annoys me about them. Someone tweeted earlier on, Xbox is just I don't know what they said. It wasn't very nice. Xbox is just a rancid brand or something like that. Not the direct quote, but there's something like that they said. And I stuck up for them a little bit. I just said, oh no, that's a bit harsh. I said I like Xbox as a brand, but it's the shady marketing techniques that do my head in. And that's what I don't like. So I don't like all this. Oh, what was it he said?
Was it console first exclusive? Because I think I put that on
Yeah.
our Twitter when they kept saying it again.
This console first exclusive rubbish and things like him going, oh, Xbox has got the best lineup. He actually said
Great.
that during the conference. And Greenberg, he goes something like, oh, well, we've got the best lineup. It's got really.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's
what
just
starts all
blatantly
the
not
hate in the
true.
community.
Yeah.
It's just blatantly not true. There's no lineup. That's the problem. That's what annoys me. As someone who owns an Xbox, I'm not really that impressed that they've no
Yeah.
games. It
Yeah.
feels like all the supports come from Sony for their console. Where's Microsoft's games? So don't come out and say you've got the best lineup, because it's nonsense.
It's
And
like
then-
a blatant lie.
And then it's got Digital Foundry doing this video comparing the Xbox X to the Pro and stuff, and showing comparisons of Lara's face or whatever, and then this Xbox guy coming out going, oh, which face do you like the best? Play your multi-platform games on Xbox or something, and it's like, oh my god, it is pure cringeworthy. It's like,
Yeah.
really?
Literally.
It's all about competing, wasn't it?
And then I took the mickey. I cut out the PlayStation picture
Yeah,
and put
I saw that.
Uncharted in instead. And I goes, I know what one I prefer. I got banned
that
from
was
NeoGAF for doing that. Oops. I
Worth it then.
had to wind them up though, because I like winding them up. But what can you do? Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so that's annoying. Stop with the shady marketing techniques now, like you better, Microsoft. Because it's just stupid.
Plain and simple.
It's confusing as a user of a PlayStation as well, from my point of view. So I have no interest in buying an Xbox, and I don't have time to add to my library of consoles. But there were a couple of games that they showed that I'm a bit like, well, they look good, they look interesting, but then they're labelled as a console launch exclusive. So I'm a bit like, as a PlayStation user, does that mean I'm never going to get it? Because I also own a console, so it can only launch exclusively on Xbox. Or is the console launch exclusive? But the terms, it's an oxymoron. You can't be exclusive but be on two consoles. So I need, that's what annoys me, is that they're fooling people that don't have a clue, or like me.
Yeah,
about
they're just using the word console and exclusive and using them to draw attention without having it with a clear meaning.
Why not just say play it first on Xbox?
Oh yeah,
do-
that would be so much better.
They do this nonsense all the time. It's like they tweeted, Xbox is the fastest selling pre-orders for the Xbox ever. The Xbox S was the fastest. Xbox X was the fastest selling pre-orders for the Xbox ever. And it's got, well, it's not sold in yet. It's not sold one unit yet. You might have sold out the pre-orders, but I know 5 people have cancelled them already. And it's like, and how many did you sell? Because it's not the best selling, it's the fastest selling. So if they only had 10,000, they're going to sell faster than one that had 100,000, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's complete nonsense, and people lap it up. They're going, "Oh man, it's amazing," and it's like, stop it, because you're just encouraging them.
It is it is like a sadly an indictment of marketing, though, because obviously I work a lot in marketing, and there are ways that businesses will word things to fool people that are reading adverts.
I don't see how people don't see through it, though.
Because people are stupid. Just in general, people are so caught up in their own world, in their own rush of life, that they will read something, soak it up, and believe it. So that it isn't only Microsoft that do it. In general,
I know. They probably all do it, but Microsoft's pretty bad at it. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft's one of the worst offenders, I'd say. Especially that Aaron Greenberg.
Like when you go to a supermarket or something, it's got a big sign that says something's £2, but then you buy it separately kind of thing, and it works out cheaper anyway. It's just just because you see it in a big sign that says it's on offer, you just think you're drawn to that. As a human, you're just drawn to that. So obviously an Xbox person thinking, oh my god, new Xbox, and they're just using all these words. I'm drawn to that as opposed to the actual logic of, wait, that doesn't actually make any sense.
See, I'm not a sheep. When I go to the supermarket, I see a big sign. I look to see the price per kilogram on everything. Then I go, well, that's cheaper, so we'll get that one. Obviously,
you're rational then.
I'm not fooled by it, because I know it's all a nonsense, I guess.
It's just to pull people in. It's the same thing that marketing is all for, isn't it?
Yeah,
let's move on for that rubbish. Right, the charts. We never talked about them last week because we recorded on a Sunday, didn't we? So the charts, the latest charts: Crash Bandicoot is number 1 again. Grand Theft Auto is number 2. Fallout 4 number 3. Agents. I don't know why it says Agents Go Mayhem on my list, but it's Agents of Mayhem. So that's
also
number
correct.
4.
Yeah.
And Agents Go Mayhem might have been a better name than Agents of
Sounds
Mayhem.
better.
I quite like that. Agents Go Mayhem. And Mario Kart was number 5. So yeah, there's charts and that's the news. All done. Right. Nice. I don't have a topic, so you just need to think of a topic.
Did we get any user questions?
Yeah, we've got quite a few user questions, but we need to try and think of a topic. But maybe I'll think of one in a minute.
I know we were going to discuss, because we've all been playing Lost Legacy, and I know we were going to maybe discuss it later on because we don't want to give spoilers out and this, that, and the other. But I had a thought with it. We've all got to chapter 4, I take it.
I'm chapter 5, I think.
Yeah, same.
So chapter 4 is a point in the game where it all opens up and it becomes basically like Horizon, but a smaller version. I just wondered what people my feeling on it is that maybe they're doing some experiments for what The Last of Us 2 might be like.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder if they're looking at creating a more open world.
But then Uncharted 4 had an open world as well.
Yeah, but it was more so in The Lost Legacy. They've kind of expanded it. It's you
can do it in what order you want.
Oh, you mean when you're collecting the coins?
Yeah.
Well, chapter 4 specifically, where you've got to get to the 3 points.
The 3 towers as well.
You can do them in whatever order you like and take as long as you like about
Did you all collect the coins?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Because I guess you can technically not even do that if you didn't want to.
Considering what the reward is,
you could just skip that and go straight to the gate.
But historically, Uncharted games have been quite narrow.
closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
Last of Us was too, wasn't it? Really, it was very. Here's a set piece.
On-
Explore this set
See,
piece.
see, thinking about it though, what? Say you went, because what was the you go straight to the towers, because you're after. Oh God, I have my brain.
You got to turn all the water on.
That's
I don't
right,
want to
you've
talk
got-
about it too much because I know we're going to do
No.
it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but you've got to do what you've got to do, right? But then, what annoys me, it reminds me of Tomb Raider. I mean, it didn't
Yeah.
take away from
Yeah, I
it.
can see that.
It didn't take it away from it for me, collecting those coins. But it reminds me of what annoyed me about Tomb Raider and the fact that it took you away from the story. The flow of the flow of the story it didn't feel like it did that in Uncharted for some reason. But in
But that's
Tomb
why I wanted
Raider,
to bring it up.
yeah, in Tomb Raider though, it took away from flow of the story because all of a sudden you're in this pure intense story, and then you can go off and explore some caves or whatever, and it can take you forever, and then you can
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't like that.
back into the story, and all of a sudden it's like, what was the story again? I mean,
Yeah.
for some reason in Uncharted it didn't seem to do that, but I think it's because when you went looking for the coins you were still sort of embroidered in this battle.
It just worries me a little bit that they're gearing up to make a big change for The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I think that
I don't like it. I just honestly, I
You know,
don't. No, I think Uncharted is an action game, and
Yeah.
I think by getting lost in these big kind of open world bits, that it kind of deters it. It like kind of deprives the game of its pace. I think
it
it
really
should be more.
slows down.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
should
can
be
see
more
that,
linear.
actually.
It should be more linear and pacey. I think it just deprives it of everything that makes Uncharted like an action game because it's. I don't know. I just don't like it.
I was playing it with my brothers, and they were like, "Oh, do we have to do this? Can't we just carry on with the story?" Like they
Yeah.
were like, "What's going on?" Like I thought
Yeah.
Uncharted's all about shooting and driving and all these amazing cutscenes and that. And I'm like, "Right, we're gonna go collect all these coins now." They literally left the room. They're like, "We'll come back when you've done." They're not
So,
interested
it
at all.
could, but the thing is with The Last of Us, it's for what I remember. It's been a while since I've played it, but for what I remember, it's quite a take your own pace game anyway. It's not really. It's not
No,
really.
I think if you
boom,
actually
boom, boom.
analyse it, it's just a corridor. It's
Yeah.
just one long corridor. There might be the odd bit where you can take.
No, there was
a
definitely
slightly different
bits
route.
that later on in the game when you were sort of in that sort of more sort of spaghetti western bit. You know what I mean?
But there were no bits where you could decide what to do first and where to go. It was all.
It was all
you
very
were-
led, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But it seemed to be quite a long game, I think, for what I remember.
Well,
It seemed to take its time, which I quite liked.
This is completely unrelated to Uncharted, but I love Zelda, and I've always played all the Zelda games, and I remember they've always been very led. You go to this
Yeah.
temple, you do this. And then I played A Link Between Worlds, and that is, you can buy all the weapons from the start,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
I
go to
hated
any
that,
temple you want,
yeah.
and I hated it. I was like, I don't like it. It doesn't feel like a Zelda game to me. I want to go to this temple, get that item for the next temple, not, oh, you can buy whatever you want, and then you can do whatever temple you want. I really didn't like that change of formula. I felt like I was missing the Zelda game.
Yeah,
I felt like I was playing something else.
Don't play Breath of the Wild then, because that does
Yeah, because
that
that's
even
completely
more.
different world.
And
It's kind of a shame, isn't it?
I think though that's what developers think people want. I think
It's
they
not,
think
though.
people want open world, or people want multiplayer.
Oh,
I just
no.
worry
It's
that
not.
that's where we're
sad.
going.
I'm just
But I
worried though
don't-
because where they kind of really kind of lightly introduced it in Uncharted 4, and I think that's like, as you said, you didn't really notice it, Joe.
Yeah.
Like you don't notice it as more open worldy, but the fact that they're slowly implementing it, and then they've made it a bit more of a prominent thing in like the Lost Legacy, it kind of worries me as to what they're going to bring out in future, because I just don't think it works with Uncharted games.
I don't
I
think
don't
we'll see
know,
any
I
more
think
Uncharted anyway. I think
I-
Uncharted's gone.
I think it worked quite well, personally. If the way they done it, I think that was the best way to do it. If you're going to look for these coins, you're still embroidered in the battle. That's what I liked about it. So you
Yeah.
go and find the coin, but it's in a camp, so their soldiers are there, and you're having to
Yep.
fight them before you get anywhere. It still feels like you're within the same story. Whereas in Tomb Raider, if you wandered off to explore a cave, whatever, you'd be completely separated
Yeah,
from
it
it.
feels very singular, doesn't it? In
Yeah,
Tomb
so
Raider.
I think they've still got it in the right I think they've
But-
still got the right balance, personally.
The way they've done it, though, is it's only because you're two people, so they're just chatting as you're in the car, whereas in
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, you're solitary. You're just Lara.
Yeah.
So it
the
feels more
character
lonely.
development's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
that happens
definitely.
still.
Naughty Dog are good at that, though. Naughty Dog
They are.
get emotion and character connection and stuff.
No, there was
I don't
definitely
know.
some cracking bits with the emotion and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. I just
I
don't know. I
was-
think the stealth's a bit redundant still as well.
Oh no, the stealth's good.
I thought
just-
stealth
I
was
think
quite
we
good.
should
I don't
leave
like
it. If we're going to do a special
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
chat,
just dip
we
the
should
toe
stop
here.
talking about it now, because otherwise we'll never have enough to say about it. But we'll come back to Unchad.
That's
Right,
a
let's
teaser
play
then for next
We're
week.
going to play our backwards game now, because I've been looking forward to this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god, I'm.
Right, we'll do the same as last week. We'll have 3 where you need to guess, and then we'll have the last one where you need to try and say it. Okay.
Yeah, Nicole, you need
So-
to have a go at saying it.
I will. I'm
didn't do it last
trying to
week.
brace. Yeah,
I'm
I know,
hoping
'cause
I've
you
got
guys have me
these.
in fits, man.
I'm hoping I've got these in the right order,
Right.
so I know what they are. Because otherwise I'm going to be like, what is that? Right. Okay. Let's do the first one. Okay. There you go.
Oh.
One more.
I thought I heard
Uncharted
about
Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I thought I
Uncharted,
heard
that's
about
right.
3
Sounded like-
things in there.
I heard.
I thought I
Uncharted
heard
did.
Portal, which was weird. I don't know where that came from.
Well
You're speaking
done.
slower on this.
Yeah, I tried to speak
Yeah.
scoring a bit louder as well. So this next one's a bit harder. So let's try it.
Is that Final Fantasy?
Let me press play again.
No,
Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Well done.
I feel
That-
like to do it, you have to just listen to the end of it and not the beginning, because obviously
Yeah.
that's the beginning of the word.
One more time. Here's the next one.
I know it, but I won't say it because I've got them all.
Let me try and guess. Because I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, you don't know. either, do you?
Anyone else?
I don't know.
One more.
Do it
time.
again.
Do you want to know what it is? I know what it is.
Is it another Uncharted one?
Right.
No, I feel like I can hear a 4 at the end.
Mm.
It's a game that Joe's been looking forward to for ages.
Everybody's
is it that
golf.
thing?
Everybody's golf.
Yeah.
When is that coming out, by the way?
Next week. All the
Next
games I've
week.
just mentioned are all out next week, I think. Or out
that's
soon.
cool.
So that probably gave it away.
Oh, you had a
that-
theme going.
Hold on, let me just listen to this next one, see if it's what I think it is. Yeah, right. Who's going first? Because you need to say it back.
I think Nicole needs to have
Yeah.
a go.
Nicole,
Right,
you
you're
can
gonna have
go
to play it a couple of times because
first. I'm going to.
Oh, gosh.
I need to record you, so I'll let you know when I'm ready. But I'll play it so you can hear. Right, one more time. Are you ready? You ready?
no, wait, once more.
Once more. Right there.
I can't even make words, so it's just gonna be noises, okay?
Right.
Yeah, just do it.
Right, I'll press record. Go.
If the light.
Right, okay.
Literally
Okay.
what it sounded like.
Let's listen.
You're gonna.
Right, let's have a
Oh,
listen
interesting.
again. Let's have a listen again.
Just sound like an alien.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, Rebecca, you're next.
All right, can I hear it?
I'll play it twice.
Okay.
It always crashes after I do that. Right, let's do it. Okay.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to press record. Go.
Unten sees 5-4.
That didn't
What
seem
is
too
that?
bad to me, but we'll see.
If the 5-4 is all I could hear at the end.
Let's listen.
God, I sound even worse than Nicole.
You sound backwards, if that's even possible.
Yeah, it sounds like I've just flipped it again.
Right,
No
okay.
idea for this one.
Right, Dan. Right. Go on then.
Country and trees straight fight now.
That sounded quite good. Right, let's listen. Oh! That was good. Did MD know what you said?
Something
No.
trilogy.
Oh, trilogy.
No, I think the last bit's quite close. Listen to it all.
So fast.
Just
I have
listen,
twice.
listen really carefully. Right, listen really carefully to it all and see if you can figure out what game it is. No?
For me, it just sounds like a mashup of different words.
Ah,
String.
Yeah.
it sounds quite... Right, I'm going to try you it there. Let me just listen. Oh, God. Something strange. Right, okay. I don't know how close I'm going to get. Let's listen. Oh, God, that sounds even worse.
Oh,
No,
is
forget
it?
it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dan's is the best. I'm going to
Yeah.
play Dan's one more time. And here's Dan's. Wait there. Where's Dan's? Life is strange.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
Do you know, I think that sounds, Dan sound quite like he said life
Yeah,
is
now that
strange.
you said what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, when you
Well
feel like a
done, Dan.
moron.
Yeah, you're like, oh, damn
Yeah,
it.
you're a bit silly, but he was quite close, I think. So well done.
Is it? I can obviously speak in palindrome.
Yeah, you're in touch with it.
Yeah.
I got it last week. It's perfect last week almost.
Well,
You recorded it. Of course you got it.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
need this app if we have like an alien invasion or something. We'll be able to communicate like perfectly.
Yeah, we'll be well practiced.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the questions. Dave
Before
Weiriner.
we hold
Yeah.
on. Let's just give a plug because we've got 4 days left of SQXO August.
Okay.
So people are listening. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about. If you're new and you don't, then basically what we ask our listeners to do is take a screenshot whilst they're playing on the PlayStation, can be the Vita or the PS4, and hashtag it with SQXO August. And then at the end of each month, each of us 4 pick a screenshot that we like best and put it up for a public vote, and the winner gets a keyring. So
Ooh.
if you're listening and you haven't entered, why not? And if you have, thank you very much. Why not enter again? There's no limit to how many times you can send us screens.
Can I pick
So-
my own?
You can if you want.
You can,
might
yeah.
get some stick on Twitter from our followers.
I just
You've got to be
really
able
like.
to take a,
I just
got to be
really
able to
like
take
the
a
one I
good
took.
screenshot.
I did.
Oh, he just gave you some
I
shade.
my favourite one that I've posted is the one for Uncharted with the elephants. That's just such a good screenshot.
yeah.
It's so good. I love that
So,
screenshot. In fact, I
everyone
might
should
print
enter.
that one. You can print your own screenshots, can't you?
You probably can.
It's such a good screenshot. I might print it and put it up in the wall because it's
Get
really.
it tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah.
I've put some cracking screens actually
Yeah.
using that photo
So
mode.
far.
So I'd like to really. It's maybe quite a good idea to put them on a sort of collage canvas sort of thing. and
Commemorate them.
Put it in the wall. Be cool.
Yeah.
Because it's brilliant, that photo mode, isn't it? It's really good.
I've spent a lot of time in photo.
Yeah.
whilst I've been
Literally.
crazy.
But anyway, we can't really talk about Uncharted now. Forgot to do
No, sorry.
special. I think I say aim for a half an hour episode, but you never know how long we'll go on, so we'll say half an hour and then see where it goes from there.
I think we're hit higher than that. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, sorry to interrupt with the screenshot thing, but
I might put some video to it as well. and then when it's on YouTube, we can have some video in the background. And
That'd be good.
so if any of yous, I never captured any video when I was playing it. So if any of yous lot are still playing, capture some video for me.
Will do. Will do.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, here's questions. Dave Lee, he said, can Rebecca go through an episode without mentioning Bloodborne?
She has so far,
I
so
have
don't,
so far. I'm not saying
don't
anything.
mention it, and
It
let's carry on.
hurts though, like holding it in.
Good question, David.
Rebecca.
Yep.
You've not mentioned what?
No.
No. A game from Software.
Ah.
A 2015 game.
I was trying to
Don't-
trick it into mentioning it there, but it never worked.
We'll do it
No,
later.
I won't fall.
Right, next question.
Okay. I'd love to know your guys' favourite scene in a video game and why. That's easy for me. Darksiders, the ending of Darksiders. Nothing's ever beaten that. It's just the best. It's the best scene in a video game ever, in my opinion.
I have never played Darksiders. I'd be interested to know what it's like, actually.
Yeah.
The ending for anyone not complete that can cover the ears, but the ending is
I
just
haven't completed it either. Hold on, I'm going to take my headphones out. I'll come back in 20 seconds. Bye.
Bye.
as he's seriously going. The ending is just War standing there, and I can't remember who he's speaking to, but whoever he's speaking to goes, "You will rage this war alone," and he goes, "No, not alone." And then his brothers just sort of appear in the sky, fly down towards him. It's so good. It's
like
the best ending ever. It's brilliant. It's just
Okay, you can stop talking about it now.
fantastic.
Because I
Okay.
want to play them both before number 3 comes out, so I don't want to ruin.
Spoilers.
And I can't
That's
remember if I completed Darksiders 2. I'm sure I probably did, because I did, because it took even longer than Darksiders 1 did, I seem to remember.
Did it take as long as that game? What was that game that took you like 2 years to finish, Becky?
I so nearly said it then. I so nearly said it. It was the
Oh,
beat
so-
was there. Oh.
I can't answer that question. It's too hard because in the 25 years that I've been playing games, I couldn't name one. I can't even name one off the top of my head other than what I've been playing right at the moment.
Not even what. Tell you the one that comes second closest for me is from The Last of Us. The one that made me cry right at the beginning of The Last of Us, where the little
Oh yeah,
girl
that's
gets
pretty
killed.
hard.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
is some scene. That's definitely
Yeah,
Darksiders
good
shades it for me because I just love that ending. But that Last of Us one, yeah, that was powerful
yeah.
stuff.
There's a couple actually. If you go down the indie route, a game I always bang on about is Valiant Hearts. That's got a
Oh
good
my
scene.
gosh, don't.
I was
That
wrong,
ending.
but I'm trying to think more old school because they're all quite current and there must be some other good stuff. I loved the ending of Castlevania. What was the one on PS3 called? I wanted to say Lords of Shadow, but I don't think it was. Yeah, it was. I think anyway. The ending of that's great.
Oh, I know mine. Mine's I don't know if any of you played A Crack in Time, Ratchet and Clank.
No, I didn't see.
No.
The ending of that,
Yeah, I did.
the ending of that where you just think they're gonna part ways and they don't. Like, I was there ready to cry, and then he jumped back in the ship, and I was like, "Oh, my life's complete. It's not over."
For me, it's always been stuff that really gets me emotional. I do like scenes where I'm like, wow, that was, in Uncharted 4 when you do that lorry scene. I thought that was incredible. I thought it looked really great. But for me, it's always been scenes where I've really been moved by the game. So Journey, all of Journey, especially the end. The end of The Last Guardian was sad.
Oh, God.
Most of mine are literally things that just make me feel any really heavy emotion just from
The
watching
Walking
something on
Dead.
a screen. Oh god, oh no, I completely blocked that one out. But yeah, that one's
Literally.
sad.
What about the ending of Final Fantasy X?
Completely.
Anyone finished Final Fantasy X?
No.
God, 10 minutes of Final Fantasy I've finished. That's about it.
No, the ending of that's really good actually and emotional. There's a couple of bits in that actually with other characters. Yeah, I'll give that a mention. I know that'll please a certain listener that we have as well. I won't mention
Yeah.
them, but they'll know who they are if I mention Final Fantasy X.
Okay, what about you, Nicole? Any particular scene?
Yeah, she said Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
What she did. God, sorry. My brain's obviously away in a
You've been on
agreed with
the rum.
daydream.
Rum brain.
No, I just thought Nicole's not said it yet, but then she said about Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Good question, though. I like that. And with a bit more thought and planning, we could probably come up with some good
Oh gosh, yeah.
good answers. So, yeah, cool. Thank you.
We do need to come up with some topics our own, though. It's
Yeah, I
disgraceful.
know. We've all been busy.
I know. We just need to
That's-
think. That's our task for next week, to think of a
But
topic.
our topic can be Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
For next
There we
week.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it can all be in one podcast then.
Yeah.
I've only
So-
got one more trophy to get, so I'll have platinum it.
And I
have the
can
whole
pick
game
it out.
finished.
I
Yeah,
can do
so-
that. Like I said, I was going to put video to it. I can pick it out and
Yeah.
put it as a separate video. So there we go.
Any
Plan
other
sorted.
questions from our good listeners?
What games are you looking forward to in the last quarter of the year from Aid?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein, hands down Wolfenstein, and Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
Are you buying both on PS4 or will you go Xbox on any of them, Nicole?
Both on PS4. I mean, I'm getting Destiny on both, but that's another one I'm looking forward to as well as Destiny. I know it's like next week, but still, you know. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. Any other games?
I think all of mine are like early 2018. Like I'm desperate for Days Gone, but I don't think we'll see that at the end of this year.
Nah,
No.
that'll be 18, that one.
I don't
I-
even know what the release schedule really is. I've got one game pre-ordered, which is Need for Speed, and that's it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
my pre-order came today for my last thing to be pre-ordered, so I'm all done for
I
pre-orders
think
now.
what I'm looking forward to is Need for Speed. I think I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm looking forward to FIFA 18 because I like getting the new FIFA games. I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2, definitely. That's probably my biggest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
looking
that one.
forward to. And next week's games, I'm looking forward to a lot next week.
What
Everybody's
about
golf.
NAC 2?
Yeah.
Maybe NAC 2
Nope.
kind of be alright. I completed the first one, and I quite
Yeah, I like
liked
the
it.
first.
So I might
That's soon as well.
I might play NAC 2, but next week I'm looking forward to Life is Strange and
Oh.
Everybody's Golf. So yeah, that'll be good. But I'd say for the question, the later half of the last quarter of the year really has got to be Battlefront 2 and FIFA.
Yeah, and Battle Chasers, you've got to say that. Joe.
Oh yeah,
You
if
always
Battle
say
Chasers is coming out, if that didn't get delayed, definitely, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And Need for Speed maybe as well, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, I've
Possibly
just got-
Assassin's Creed. I don't really get on with those games. I'm not really that keen on them, but I might check it out. But yeah, there's nothing really apart from Battlefront. If you go to November, apart from Battlefront 2, I don't really think there's anything really that much I'm looking forward to.
No, I'm just looking through the release. GT Sport is coming out this year, but yeah, not.
There's a lot. I tweeted about what Sony's still got to come out, and I was saying, their 2018's already looking awesome, and I was saying Days Gone, Detroit, God of War. There was a load I forgot as well. The Shadow of Colossus,
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Spider-Man, of course, as well.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Sony's 2018 is looking pretty damn good.
It's
You
exciting.
think
Yeah.
to yourself, well, how's Xbox going to beat that lineup? Because it's pretty incredible already.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and they've not even announced Sucker Punch's new game, and all the other stuff that's probably coming that they've not announced. I think obviously Last of Us 2 as well, which is probably going to be 2000. Even though 2019's looking awesome. I mean, probably Last of Us 2. Kojima's new game.
yeah, Death Stranding.
Uh,
Oh gosh.
Sucker
There's
Punch's new game will probably be 2019 as well. So I mean, there's 3 for 2019. It's got the planned well ahead, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they'll be talking PS5 by 2019 as well, won't they?
Probably, yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if Last of Us 2 was. Someone said Last of Us 2 might be a sort of last hurrah for PS4, which could be a good point, but it could also end up in PS5. But who knows?
Yeah,
It depends how the system turns out, because obviously, if you think Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, they're kind of half steps. If PS5 does play, if it's just basically a souped up PS4, which it probably will be from now on. That's what these consoles are going to be. I mean, it's going to be new in its own right and do something special that PS4 doesn't do, but it'll probably still, I think it will still play the same games. I think if you buy a PS5 game, it will still play in PS4. That's what I think, personally.
I think we've said this before, haven't we? Because I disagree.
Oh no, we have.
Yeah, we have.
I'm
100%
sure, just because of the structure of the games now, the way the systems are built, they're based on PC, so they'll just work. That's the way it's going to be. I've no doubt in my mind. So what I'm saying is, when Last of Us 2 comes out, it's possible that it'll be for PS4, but it'll be for PS5 as well. But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Could be interesting. That was a good point, though, it being a last hurrah for PS4. I think it could be right there, but we'll see. And the last question, can Joe go through an episode without mentioning Xbox and Nintendo? Well, I think the answer to that's no.
No. So you failed. I'm still in the running.
What game...
Talking of Nintendo...
Right, I'm still on his question right there.
Oh, sorry, I thought
gosh.
we finished. I thought that was it. Carry on.
That was his unserious part of his question. The serious part of his question is, what game will you each never touch and why?
Should we take it in turns? You go first, Rebecca.
Let me try and have a think. I'm not really the biggest fan of multiplayer, and I know a lot of people will get mad at this, but I don't think I can see myself playing Destiny. I don't think I'd ever want to buy it. Well, there's Destiny 2, you could have that one.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's just, to me, it's just, I don't know, I've never ever seen anything about it that's made me think, oh, I really need to buy this. And I'm not a big multiplayer person. You know, you guys know I've had internet struggles, so I can't play multiplayer anyway. And I've never looked at Destiny and thought, wow, I need this. But I did download a demo a few years ago, and I was just bored. I hate saying that for Nicole because I know she likes it.
No, each to their own.
I was bored within like the first 5 minutes, and I was like, nah, this isn't really for me. I don't think I'd ever play a Destiny game.
See, it's difficult for me because obviously I've been games journalist for so long. I've played a lot of the games I would never touch. So like Halo.
But what about going forward though? Isn't that what the question is meant in it going forward?
Halo then. I'll never touch Halo. I've completed them in the past, but I'll never touch them because I can't stand Halo. I think it's a dreadful series. And and things like what's that other game that I just can't stand? Mario. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, you feel like Mario too.
Yeah.
I would touch Mario. I'd touch Get Mario games though, because I don't know, there's something about them. I don't really like character, but I quite like the gameplay in some of them, so I can't really say I wouldn't touch them. But definitely Halo, and I don't really like shooter games like that. So, and I think the story is boring and mundane, and it's just not very good. So yeah, Halo definitely is probably the choice.
Well, I know mine, and I don't think Joe's gonna like it. I would never touch a FIFA game.
Oh, I was going to say that is my second choice.
Oh no, Dan!
I'm running out of games.
I couldn't touch a FIFA game. I don't really share an interest in football, and even then, I think they're painfully annoying. Like I just found, like I've played FIFA games in the past, like when I was younger with my brothers, but it just, I don't know. I just find myself being that idiot that runs around the pitch, like tackling everyone because I don't know what to do. And
I've
I
done
think
that on FIFA before.
Literally, they just make all these things like so intricate, and it's like, oh, but it's fast paced. I can't, sit there and start doing kick ups on the middle of a field. It's like I've got 50 people running at me. I just don't like it. I hate FIFA games. So, there we go.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, I've got no interest in Destiny 2, but Rebecca stole that. I love football and I love watching it, but I have no interest in buying FIFA 18. I suppose with those two games, I want a game that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a narrative, and something to get my teeth into. And those games, I feel like, are a waste of my time because there isn't a story. There isn't. It doesn't.
Well, that's now though in FIFA.
Life. Well, yeah, but it's a shit, rubbish one.
No, you can't say that.
It's really rubbish.
You can't say that. You've not.
It's about a football player. It's not going to be kind of emotional. It's not going to be enlightening, or it's not going to. have that wow factor, is it? It's going to be about a young kid who becomes a footballer and wins the World Cup.
It's very predictable.
Yeah. So I from a creativity point, so I'd probably say I'm not going to buy or have no interest in Battlefront 2 because again, it's just a multiplayer game.
We're just making each other mad here.
Yeah. I
But
can't get
Battlefront
off
2 is going to be good because it's going to have a story mode. It's going to have
but
a
it's
game.
still going to be still heavily a multiplayer game.
It's a good multiplayer
the
game, though.
story mode is multiplayer first, isn't it? With the story mode built because they didn't do one in the last one, so they've been kind of accosted into doing it.
They've been scolded by fans, so
I've got no interest in it. And
I think
as
it's
much
going
as
to
I
be
like
amazing.
Star Wars, I can't be bothered.
Out of Star Wars. I think that's what's so
So
good
do I.
about it. You get to be in Star Wars. It's so good. Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love Battlefront, and I'm going to love 2 even more. I'm going to
Good
love
question.
Vizreal's game even more. The Star Wars story-based game, the one that's kind of basically Uncharted in Star Wars form. That's
Yeah,
going to
that-
be amazing. We haven't seen
That-
anything of it, but I just know it's going to be amazing because it's got Amy Hennig in it doing the story, and it's just going to be. I think that's what they're doing. A Uncharted Star Wars. I think that's what it's going to be, and I think it's going to be epic. So I can't wait to find out more about that, and we probably will. I think we'll find out more about that next year. And I
It'll
think
end up being the Phantom Menace of Star Wars games, won't it? And we'll
Yeah.
all be disappointed.
No, I don't think we will be disappointed. I think it's going to be incredible because they've got some cracking people working on it, and I just don't think it'll go wrong. I think it's going to be nuts.
I can't relate to that analogy either because I didn't mind the prequel, so
But then you're,
Everyone's very different, aren't they?
yeah,
Good, very good questions this week, so thanks for them.
Yeah.
Very good.
they were good. Start some fights.
Yep.
It's good.
So yeah, okay. So best well, couple more things to talk about. We could talk about what we've been playing, but we've been playing Uncharted, haven't we? So
And that
Yeah,
game I can't
but-
mention.
That game you can't mention? Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that one.
oh, but actually, I also played Guardians of the Galaxy Episode 3, and I completed that.
congrats.
So that was good. I enjoyed
Is
that.
that got 4 or 5 episodes to it? How far through that are they?
I think it's
released?
got 5, so I've just completed 3, so 2 to go. I was going to play. I did play a bit of Sonic Mania, which is quite good, and I was going to play Agents of Mayhem, but I couldn't be bothered. I thought, I'm not going to waste my time with this game, so I just sent it back again, never even put it in the machine. I just thought to myself, nah, I can't be doing another game like that now, like Grand Theft Auto and Mafia 3. They're all the same, where you do the first bit and then it just starts to get a bit repetitive and you're doing
Yeah.
the same thing all the time. And I thought to myself, nah, I just can't be bothered wasting my time. So, nah.
Sounds
not
like
doing it.
Horizon. Did you ever finish that?
No, I'm still playing it, but I like Horizon, so it's different.
So much that you've not finished it.
Yeah, but I'm taking my
That
time
speaks
with it.
loud volumes, doesn't
Taking
it?
my
Yeah, it
time with
does.
it because
Have you
other
finished-
games
you've
keep
finished-
coming up.
You finished Lost Legacy, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I could finished that in like a day or 2 or something.
So you obviously like that, but you
Yeah,
didn't
I
like
loved
Horizon.
it, yeah. No, I did like Horizon, I just don't like it. It's sort of game I'd rather explore and take my time because there's lots to see. I like it. I agree that the story's getting a bit lame, mind you, and I don't really fully understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm quite enjoying it. I'm quite enjoying sort of running into all these new creatures and stuff.
That was what drove me.
and
Yeah.
stuff. But nah, it's alright. I think it'd have been a much better game if it was a bit more Uncharted and you didn't have to wander miles and miles to get places. No, imagine it was just like Uncharted. where
Yeah,
you-
that would have been much better. That's
Where
why I
it's a bit
worry
more
that they're making
fast-paced.
Uncharted like Horizon.
Open world, yeah.
I don't know. Don't know if they will. I think they know what works. Naughty Dog, I don't think they'll do that. But yeah, okay, so there we go. Right, out next week. It's kind of touched on that. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battles out next week. So is Ark Survival Evolved and Dead Alliance, Killing Floor 2, Powers of Eternity, Resident Evil Revelations,
I've already got that.
Yakuza Kiwami, and Everybody's Golf. Life is Strange.
gosh.
Everybody's
Long
golf. I bet you're so happy, Joe.
Yeah, I'm excited. And Gravel. Although I'm a bit annoyed because obviously some people have it already because some shops have sent it out. So some people
Yeah.
are
Saw
playing
that,
it already. And I've got it digitally again like I did with Uncharted. I have to wait. So it's
You have to
really
wait.
annoying.
So not only are you paying more, you're waiting longer.
You're
for the
waiting longer,
privilege.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not actually paying more because I got that voucher from Amazon, the £42 one for £25. So
Yeah.
I'm actually paying less.
It's all right then. Bittersweet.
So yes, and I get it digitally, which I prefer for games that I'm going to play all the time. But I'm looking forward to Life is Strange as well, so I don't know. Life is Strange is on the 31st, so I should get to play a bit of Everybody's Golf before that comes out.
Are they releasing all the episodes at once?
It's one at a time, isn't it?
Where's
Yeah,
Mum?
that's usually how they do it.
Gone in.
Oh, right. I wonder what's going on then.
Is Joe still there?
I don't know.
I think he's gone quiet.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still there.
I just put you on mute because I
was
had
gonna
an
say, I
invader
heard a
come in
small
the
child.
bedroom. Yeah, had the invader come in the bedroom, so I thought, I better mute myself. See what he wants. I don't know what he wants. He's just come and be nosy.
I like
Aw.
it.
Yeah, so I'll probably play Everybody's Golf a bit before Life is Strange comes out, and then
Yeah.
go back to it again now and again. 'Cause it's good fun. I saw yours playing it because now you can go on the PS4 What's New, and you can
Yeah, that's
see what
cool. I
everybody's
like that.
doing. I saw she did playing Everybody's Golf. Now it's like,
Yeah, I've kind of loaded up on new games now, so I probably won't buy one for a while because my Oceanhorn came and I got White Day, and then I'm just finishing Uncharted, and I'm still playing Persona 5, so
yeah.
kind of
Well, that's what I'm
won't be
saying.
buying anything this week.
I've finished Uncharted, so now it's kind of just waiting for Everybody's Golf and Life is Strange. I'll
Wow,
probably
I am completely the opposite of you guys.
Yeah, I've done it twice. I did it twice in 2 days.
Really?
It's really easy on crushing though, Rebecca. You'll have no
Oh, good. Thank God.
problems at all. So
That's good. I can't go through that again. That was horrifying.
yeah, you'll be
I
alright.
need to get so much finished by like Destiny 2 and that. I'm like right at the end of Doom. And obviously I got the Lost Legacy to finish a review, which is going to be fun.
I have
So-
6 games to finish.
Oh,
Great.
That's not
Yeah,
on top
that's
of
fun.
everything else.
Yeah, so right, are we playing Amazon?
I have it if you want to do it.
Yeah,
got
why
time?
not?
Yeah, we've got time, or do you want to
time.
save it to next week?
We've got time. Why not?
Okay then. 29th of May 2016. Worst game ever, lol. Too overhyped. Don't waste your money on it. Gets boring real fast, even with a team of friends. Better off buying a game like Uncharted.
Bloodborne.
No.
What was the date again?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
29th of May 2016.
29th.
not
I
like-
wasn't being serious about the Bloodborne.
No, I didn't think you.
Overwatch.
Yes, wow. You're on fire today, Dan.
Oh yeah.
Overwatch, really? The
Yeah.
worst game.
hmm
Who is this person? I need to sit them down and have quiet words with them.
There's quite a few people, Nicole, I hate to say.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm
Right.
making a list.
Let's do the next one really
Checking
quick.
it twice. Gonna look at it. Oh, you're nice.
Okay. 14th of October 2016. Bought this game as it's the 5th in the franchise. Loved the previous ones and found myself really looking forward to playing this. Played for 5 hours and I'll never play it again. Emailed the company telling them it was the worst game ever and I'm still waiting for a response.
Halo 5.
No.
It's not Grand Theft Auto 5, is it?
No.
Resident Evil 5.
No, you just go through everything with a 5 on the end.
Well, you
Does
said
it not
was
have a
the fifth
5 on
game.
it?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
Call of Duty.
Nope. I've got more reviews.
Yeah, go on, do some more.
Okay, I feel like these might give it away though. I should read it anyway.
That's the whole point of doing it.
That's
Yeah.
true. 21st of March 2016. Oh my days, this game sucks. What happened? The last game was epic. What went wrong? Why did they change the formula? No guns, no vehicles, nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not Battlefront 1, is it?
No.
Is it Far Cry?
Which one?
Primal?
5.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Far Cry Primal.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it throws you off because it says 5th, but it's not Far Cry 5, obviously. It's in the
Yeah.
I thought Primal was kind of alright.
I've not
I
played
gave
it.
up
I'd like
after
to.
4. I gave up after 4. They literally just reskinned 3 and it was absolutely awful.
Really? I did hear that
Yeah.
actually about 4. There are lots of the reviews for 4 with that. It's been reskinned.
Primal's
the
a
enemy
bit
was really
like
good.
Primal's a bit like Horizon without the robots.
Oh, so it's awful then. There's
No.
no point in playing it at all.
Okay.
No, it's alright. It's alright. It's not that bad. I think it's an alright game. I quite like it actually. Primal.
Do you guys want to do the random item?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Bit vague, but see how you do. I love it, but the only day I had it, I dropped it in the ocean deep water fishing.
A watch.
No. I have more reviews, obviously.
Okay. I think we need something better than
More?
that. Yeah.
It's small, feels cheap and plasticky. It's difficult to open and a second-rate pretender to the more expensive real deal.
Bloodborne.
What? No, stop trying to make me say it.
No, you need to read that again.
Okay. It's small, feels cheap and plasticky. It's difficult to open and a second-rate pretender to the more expensive real deal.
Small and
It's not like a
difficult.
Ford KA.
Not a car. I don't think you can buy cars on Amazon even.
Small and difficult to open. Yeah,
There's one more too.
go do the last one.
Third one?
Owned it.
Okay, you probably get it from this. Arrived blunt and unoiled and developed rust spots within a fortnight, despite never leaving the house or being used on anything other than cutting cardboard.
It's a Stanley knife.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Hey, I would never got that.
I like the first one about that guy's like, I love it, but I dropped it in the ocean, so he gave it 1 star, like it was their fault.
I know it's like, oh, sorry. Can I
That made me laugh.
return that? They need to send somebody to deep sea dive to get it back so they can return it. Oh well, that was fun. I do like that game.
It's great, isn't it?
I like both our games now. We just need
a
a
game
whole
show.
bunch of games, and we can just be a game show. I don't know. That was fun. That was fun. Good times. Okay, doke. Well, that's it then. So we'll try and talk about Uncharted next week then, and we'll hopefully not spoil anything for anyone. Everyone should be completed it by then. And what else was I going to say? I don't know. We'll be back next week. Guess that's what I was going to say for
Thanks for
episode
listening.
34. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for now. Bye.
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 Bye.